Thanks for meeting with me, Renee.
No problem.
Okay, so as the observation begins, I had that you were reviewing horizontal and vertical lines with the whole brain teaching, which was evidence of the previous key lever.
Oh, yes.
Did you do that right away after I modeled it for your class, or?
I tried to do it at the beginning when we're doing like vocab review.
Do you feel like that's helping to anchor some of the core concepts?
I think so.
Okay. Have you tried it with any other concepts?
Whole brain teaching or that?
Or any other gestures for the math?
Gestures? Oh, not for math yet. We do it with discussion all the time, but haven't done it with other math concepts yet.
Okay, so moving forward, I would try to do it at least once or twice with every lesson, even if you're reviewing vocabulary concepts.
Okay.
She then reminds scholars that they are going to graph how long it takes for scholars to stand on one foot. That was a really great job of promoting engagement, and it was also good modeling relevant connections for the scholars so they could see that you can actually use real-life concepts to apply to a graph. It's not just something that's found in the textbook. However, I felt like the lesson took a little bit longer than it needed to with that activities. In hindsight, do you think there's another thing you could have gauged or could have graphed to make the lesson speed up?
Yeah, trying to think of like a different like competition or something. I originally thought about doing like holding their breath, which would probably be quicker, but then I didn't want anyone to like pass out, so I'm still thinking of ideas to make that quicker, but yeah, I think that took too long. They were way more balanced than I thought they were going to be.
When I came in a previous day and you had them do like their favorite video game, and that seemed really engaging too.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I said, it was good to have the engagement and have them come up and participate, but I felt like it was taking too long. How long was it going to, and I feel like that wasted some of the instructional minutes. Okay. And then it says, as scholars are... Yeah, we're still here. As scholars are called, they provide silent support. Nice job building a positive rapport with your kids.
Yeah.
So
they're not perfect at it yet. A few of them struggle a lot with it, but we talk about it every day.
No, but you're doing a good job. Like, the culture in the room is so much better than it was.
That's
and
good.
just like seeing them like start to cheer each other on and not be hostile with one another. Yeah, it's good. Let's see. Scholars are then instructed to make a line graph, a bar graph, and a pictograph. Okay, so I noticed that you released them, and you did something afterward. Do you remember what you did after you released them?
I think I checked to see if they understood.
You did, but you did something else too. You pulled out something.
Oh, the anchor chart. Yeah.
I would have, moving forward, pulled out the anchor chart prior,
directions,
reviewed exactly the 3 different types of graphs again, or reviewed whatever your lesson's about, and then released them. Because it was clear that some of them were like, huh, what? And then you were like, oh, hold on, remember this anchor chart? Then they're like, oh, yeah. But I think if you would have had that out prior, it would have been more helpful.
That's true.
Richter then calls on scholars to CFU components that are necessary to complete the task. Really impressive vocabulary. So using X and Y axis, scholars were saying terms like vertex, intervals, and then I sent you a link for a printable graph paper.
Yeah.
I would, moving forward, use that for all your graphs. Better than notebook. Yeah. Just because the kids they're so young and just like learning the interval, the spacing. Right. Yeah, I would definitely use that. Scholars are then released to work independently, but there are no instructions for early finishers. Yeah. So I have key lever is your pacing. So be rethinking. Bye. Have a good night. So make sure that you have the pacing. You might even want to like go through your lesson plan and say, okay, this is only going to last 5 minutes. Right. This is going to last 15. Now, will it always work that way? No, but if you kind of script it out in advance, you'll know more. And then an early finishers menu. So I sent you a link to Pinterest.
Oh yeah, I was looking at that.
And you don't have to do that one, but it gives you different ideas
to give them.
So that way they know, okay, when you get done, these are the options you have to choose from. So that way they're not like, I'm done, and they're disrupting everybody.
Right, yeah.
So you could make an early finishers menu for math or for ELA, or you could combine the activities. And you say, we're only doing the math activities during this time or whatever. So I have... awesome job applying evidence of previous key lever and feedback. So great job. Nice job having scholars repeat back directives to check for understanding. Ongoing checks for understanding throughout the lesson. Work on the pacing. Your classroom is organized and very structured. Loved that they showed support to each other in silent love. nice job circulating, and I saw that you were supporting the strugglers during the UDO, which is the intent of the UDO. So
Yeah.
everyone's working. That's why we differentiate up the rigor for the ones that can do it. We have the early finishers menu, and then you're going over there and supporting those strugglers. And then effective slant. So again, just engagement was on point. Nice job embedding the whole brain teaching. So if you look at that Pinterest link I send you for the early finishers menu, and then just go through and script out your lessons moving forward, I think you'll be good to go.
Okay, perfect.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.